Thanks for joining us here on World Tech Update. I'm Nick Barber. We'll start this week with Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer, who was at the company's Worldwide Partners Conference in LA, talking about the successes the company's had so far this year, and even cracking a joke about Windows Phone 7. Take a look.
Competitively, we've done very well this year, and I'll run through that. But Bing is up in market share. Windows Server, 76% market share. And Azure is really climbing at a very, very rapid rate. Dynamics, we've switched out our competitors' customers and brought them into our fold. Office and Office 365, basically the other guys have yet to really show up. Xbox, we've become the #1 console this year. Windows, we're selling a lot of Windows, and we got a lot of competition in the Windows business. But we're driving hard with, just in the last year alone, 350 million new PCs sold. That might compare with numbers from other guys that are in the 20 million range. Phones, we've gone from very small to very small, but it's been a heck of a year.
Lawyers for WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange finished their arguments on Wednesday in London's High Court as to why the WikiLeaks founder shouldn't be extradited to Sweden. He faces questioning on potential charges of molestation and rape. Assange is contesting a European arrest warrant issued by Sweden in December. Assange hasn't been charged by Sweden, although the European arrest warrant details 2 potential charges of sexual molestation, along with 1 charge of unlawful coercion and 1 rape charge. One of China's fastest supercomputers went into operation this weekend. Housed at the National Changsha Supercomputer Center in Hunan in China's south, the machine called Tianhe-1 is similar to the Tianhe-1A system, which reigned as the world's most powerful supercomputer 6 months ago. The Tianhe-1 has a theoretical peak speed of 1.1 petaflops, which means it can handle 1,100 trillion operations per second. This awesome power will be harnessed for complex situations, such as those involving weather forecasting, disaster prevention, automobile manufacturing, and medical research. In the last few years, Chinese supercomputers have been claiming more positions in the top 500 list. The current tally is now at 61, up from 24 the country had last year. The U.S. has 255 computers on the list. Netflix users were in for a big surprise when they checked their email this week. The company is hiking the price of its basic service by 60%. 1 DVD and unlimited streaming, which now costs $10 a month, will jump to $16 a month in September. There is an option to buy the plans separately. Each will cost $8 a month. Customers directed their rage at the company, taking to their Facebook wall to complain about the price hike. Many users complained about the limited selection of Netflix's streaming service and said that had Netflix added more content to the streaming service, then they'd be okay with the price hike. Verizon Wireless opened an LTE Innovation Center outside of Boston this week, where 300 engineers will gather to create and build products that will operate on the company's fast network.
We wanted to provide an environment where we could ask, what if? What are the possibilities? How could we use the foundation of this network and bring some of the most innovative people around the globe to this center to help us solve those problems, bring those solutions forward, make life better for people.
The Waltham, Massachusetts facility will be devoted to products for LTE wireless networks, while a sister application innovation center will be opened in a month in San Francisco. That center will be a place for 6,000 application developers associated with Verizon Wireless to test out their ideas. With a webcam and internet connection, you may only be 1 video call away from seeing a doctor and getting the medical attention you may need. American Well offers a service they call telehealth, which connects doctors and patients in a Skype-like video chat setting. The service can be used for follow-up appointments, consultations, and even prescribing medication.
In a sense, what the system allows is for a physician to make themselves available from their home, from their practice, in between patients and let the system know that for the next 10 minutes or for the next 20 minutes, they don't have a patient in front of them. At the very same time, patients, members of those health plans, can actually log onto the system and say, I need to see a dermatologist right now, and the system will broker availabilities in real time and allow that patient and that physician to get together for a live video conference consultation where the medical record is going to be in front of the physician. They can see the patient, they can care for them, they can prescribe medication, and everybody goes their merry way at the end of that conversation.
The service offers doctors covering 24 different specialties, from primary care to surgical care to behavioral health. The service came online in January 2009 and has since become available in Hawaii, New York, Texas, Minnesota, and Kansas. It will launch in Australia and New Zealand in 2012. Microsoft held the worldwide finals of the Imagine Cup this week in New York City. A team from Ireland took top prize in the software design category for a project designed to improve road safety.
We have developed this smart device, which will plug into any car built since 2000.
Research has shown that educating the drivers reduces the fatalities on the roads.
But secondly, and this is something that has never been done before, it is able to warn drivers of dangerous roads.
It works by tracking a driver's journey and creating a report of driving behavior. The team plans to deliver live reporting, as now it can only be viewed after the drive is completed. Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks for joining us here on World Tech Update. To find out what's coming up on every week's show, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Nick Barber, and for all of us here at the IDG News Service, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week.